Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shailyn Adanya, if you didn't already know, and we're gonna hop right into this video. So if you're not interested on femininity or psychology or growing on your feminine energy from a biblical standpoint and a scientific standpoint, then this channel is not for you, because that's what we're basically going to be talking about all throughout my channel. If you are, welcome to my channel. My name's Shailyn, and we're gonna hop right into this video. So today this video is not going to be very long at all. I just want to get into the basics and the intro of the psychology behind womanhood and cultivating that woman mentality. I made a video, like, I want to say maybe 2 years ago. It was a long time ago, and it was titled Cultivating That Woman Mentality. It's actually not on my channel anymore, but for those of you who have been there since the very beginning and actually watched that video, I talked about those trending YouTube titles where it always says becoming that woman, becoming that girl. And I mentioned how you're already that woman and you're already that girl. You just have to awaken it inside of you. It's not like becoming anything. It even talks about in the Bible, I believe, how God blesses us with our own gifts. Some are teachers in paths, some are pastors, and some are workers, and how we are all one body in Christ, but we have different jobs. And you can't do one job without doing the other. That's exactly how it is when it comes to awakening that girl or that woman inside of you. It's already there, it's just dormant because you haven't done anything to actually wake it up. And that's what I'd love to help you all with. It's not, okay, well, I became that girl and that's it. No, it's gonna take consistency and growth. And you're never not gonna stop working towards being that girl, because there's always room for improvement. So if you feel like that's you, welcome to my channel, and we're going to really hop into the video. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this series, but I wanna talk about cultivating. When you're trying to work on becoming that woman, it's about the mindset. And that's where we need to start. That's where we need to cultivate it. So what does cultivate mean, and why am I just obsessed with using that word so much? I love that word because it's important. It's about pruning. Cultivating is getting something ready. It's about pruning, and that's what we're going to be doing with our body and our minds. So what does it mean to cultivate from a female perspective and from a male perspective, but I'm pretty sure most of my viewers in here are women. Cultivating is having that mindset that our body is a temple and our mind is our garden. We have to pay attention to what we choose to water it with. This goes from the smallest things like words to affirmations, what we're telling ourselves, to the music that we listen to and the shows that we watch. When we say things or when we think things, we're going to rewire them. So instead of saying, oh, I'm so lazy, I haven't done any of this and that, that's an affirmation. Whether you believe it or not, it's an affirmation. You're speaking that into yourself. Okay, so you said you're lazy. Okay, fine. You're lazy now. That's what you believe. You can say, I feel super lazy. Just that one little word shifts everything. And now let's think about the music that we listen to. If you're gonna listen to all these songs about twerking, one night stands, situationships, or thug life, you better believe that subconsciously that's what your brain's thinking now. In the back of your head, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, all right, twerking's cool. It's really not that big of a deal. You can say it doesn't affect you guys all you want, but when you listen to that type of music and the vision, and you watch those videos about men sagging their pants, shooting up fake guns, I don't even know what they do in those videos. You know the type of videos that I'm talking about. You're attracted to that music. You're attracted to the men who act like that, and that becomes your attraction to how you see men. And then when that's your attraction, you can't go and complain, oh, my man doesn't do this for me, he doesn't do that for me. Okay, because you guys listen to the same type of music, and that's subconsciously engraved in his brain too, and how he should treat women. It's all tied together. So in order for us to move forward from that, we have to rewire our brain, take a look at what we listen to, change our perspective on what we want in a man, and only then can we awaken that woman. Our mind is our garden. What are we going to water it with? And that is way easier said than done. There are so many times where I've caught in myself. I still do it from time to time because old habits die hard, you know? So when I'm like, I can't do this, I'm so lazy, I'm so sluggish, I'm really mad right now, I'm aggravated. Rewire that thinking. Some people may think and believe that switching that one little thing isn't really that big of a deal, but it does change something. It makes you conscious. When you think, I'm so mad right now, I'm so angry, from I feel really mad and I feel upset, it makes you conscious and aware of your thoughts. What we're awakening within us is consciousness, being consciously aware of our thoughts. And when we're consciously aware of our thoughts, we become consciously aware of our feelings. And when we're consciously aware of our feelings, we're consciously aware of, okay, well, I don't like that side of me. I don't like when I do that. I need to fix that. That makes me better. That makes me to the person that I want to become. So that woman mentality is something that we develop, and it's not going to come from aesthetics and all of those aesthetically pleasing things, although they're fun. If you could see, like, I'll show you guys later, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm just so into pink right now. I got a pink Bible, pink water bottle, pink phone case. Like, those aesthetics are fun and everything, but it's not going to help us get there to that version of ourselves. It's just cute. Okay, so I am going to talk about this. I was honestly debating about putting this in like a course or something, but I won't. So this is a little, I want to say, practice you guys can do, and then eventually you'll just be used to it. And it may be a little cringy at first for some people, but okay, so let's talk about when we actually become consciously aware of our thoughts. Congratulations, you mastered it. We're now consciously aware of the things that you think, and you may have slip up sometimes, but that's part of life. Now what? Now we're gonna energy refine it out. What is that, you guys may be asking? Before we get into that, let's talk about what the definition of refining means. Refining means to cleanse of the impurities. Like how you refine, I don't know, gold and silver, when you refine things to the purest form, purifying it with fire. Now we're gonna do that to our minds. When we practice our energy refiners, now, once we've accomplished that, we're gonna feel more at peace, and it's gonna make us more soft, and that's gonna make us more feminine. And we're gonna get into our feminine energy later. For now, let's talk about our energy refiner. So what in our minds do we feel is considered as something that needs to be refined and taken out? Think about that. Now we're framing the mind. It's like when you do a pro and con list on anything. What needs to go? We can do it from a confidence standpoint, like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I don't feel beautiful today. I feel actually quite ugly, like I don't look cute in any way at all. Or it can be from something bigger, to something that you actually don't have control over and you're just stuck with it for a little. Like people, this person's toxic. What do I mean by toxic? This person's stressing me out and wreaking havoc on my life when they really don't even have to. That's what I mean by toxic. Those two things need to be refined. I feel sluggish. I really don't want to do this and that. Consciously see that 1, you are not sluggish. You feel sluggish. And 2, that's not a thought that's welcome in your mind, because it's not going to help make you into that person that you want to become. It's got to go. We're going to energy refine that out, because all of that energy is bad energy for us. Mentally, physically, because it's all tied together, and emotionally. It is all going to emotionally drain us. Now that we know it needs to go, slowly take a deep breath, think about those things, hold your breath, count to 10 seconds, thinking about those things, and then exhale all of that bad energy out. You'll feel better. But as many times as you want, as many days as you want, especially for the things that are literally not in your control. We're gonna get to that in a different video. This is just an intro. That will help you. You don't have to do it in public. You can do it 3 times a day, 7 times a day. It's all meditation. You can even do it at the end of the night. When you're reflecting, journaling's good. When you're reflecting on how your day went, think about all the things that made you so mad, that made you super upset, that really stressed you out. Think about all of those little seeds that were in your mind that were not good for your mind, because we're not gonna water those seeds, we're gonna burn it and exhale it out. As women, we're life forces. I mean, we can give birth. Unlike men, we set the environmental tone, which means we have to pay very close attention to our energy. It may seem a little stupid to some people, but it will help you. And you may not feel it right away. But all of that bad energy within us needs to go. Because that bad energy, all that negative stuff that you're just balling inside, is also affecting your gut. It's infecting your womb. It's bad for you. We're gonna energy refine it out. All of those things that we're just balling up inside of us is keeping us from being in our feminine energy. So congratulations, my love. You energy refined it out. What's next? Now that you've mastered consciousness awareness in your mind, energy refiners, we can move on to our feminine energy. We have to do it by steps. You can't just say, I'm gonna have like 50 new habits. Odds are, it's just statistical. You're not going to stick with it because it's too many changes at once. So we're going to focus on femininity a little bit later. Now that we have those things in order, we can actually finally learn to trust our body, which is obviously insanely important. Trusting our body helps us trust our intuition. We're going to pay attention to the external things, our facial expressions when we say things, our tone, how we hold ourselves up. Are we slouching? How we're walking? When you master those things and you actually pay attention to yourself, like think about that Bible verse before you can even help anyone or pay attention to anyone. You have to take that log that is out of your eye before you can take that speck out of others. Once you master all of that, you'll be able to read other people. Once you can read yourself, pay attention to your body, in every aspect, even to the point where what specific things are you eating that's making you feel bloated? What small little things that you think are healthy that makes you feel sick and not clean internally? Once you learn how to do all of that and paying attention and being consciously aware of your external parts of your body, you can now move on to other people. And I'm not talking about necessarily helping them, I'm talking about reading them. When you trust your intuition and you trust your body, you can read them, and you're gonna trust what you read from them because it's gonna make you feel safe. And you know it's gonna make you be like, in your mind, they're lying. Okay, they're lying to me. Okay, when they do that, it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with my spirit. It doesn't sit well with me. That's gotta change. I will be making another video on learning how to trust your body. I was not trying to make this introduction super long. I just wanted to really introduce the psychology behind cultivating that woman mentality. As for womanhood, femininity, biblical femininity, the science behind our bodies as women, which I will always be happy to talk about. I love being a woman and being able to learn about my body. And no, I'm not talking about the things that they teach you in sex ed, which is basically nothing. I'm talking about going deeper into that. All that's for another video. I hope these things that we talked about today actually help you and make you consciously aware and awaken your consciousness. And I pray you guys have a lovely rest of your day. And with that, I will see you guys in another video. Bye!